Hello students, this is Manjunath Naik. Welcome back to the third session on BlueJ Java programming. In this session, I am going to teach you about conditional statements in Java and followed by the switch statement. So let us start the conditional statements. We have different kinds of conditional statements. They are if else, if else if ladder and switch statement. So today we are going to concentrate on if else if statements. So let's begin. So in Java we have the conditional statements like if else and switch. In the beginning of the program we have created a class name as else if program under the method. So let's say you are going to write a program, you know where you need to execute some of your codes depending on some conditions. So the first thing is how to use this if. So we need to use a keyword if and then a pair of parentheses, and between that parentheses we are going to write that condition, or you know the expression which evaluates to either true or false. If this condition or this expression that we are here to evaluate is true, then whatever the statements we are going to write between these curly brackets will be executed. So if this condition is true, then we are going to execute all the codes that we can write inside this block. If this condition is false, or you know the expression that we can write here is evaluated to false, at that time the statements that we can write inside this block will not be executed. So here for our computer science club program we can ask the user's age. So I am going to create a variable and let's call it as age. The next thing that we do is we can check that user's age here, whether the user age is greater than or equal to 18. If the age is greater than or equal to 18, which means that the user can enter the computer science club. So I just can use the system.out.println and I'm going to say welcome to computer science club, and don't forget to do cool program. So if the user's age is greater than or equal to 18, going to execute this statement. When this statement encounters the condition is checked whether the value stored in this age variable is greater than or equal to 18. If it is so, the statements that we have written inside this block will be executed. And the next statement, system.out.println, let us say computer is fun, and you know this statement will execute irrespective of the outcome of this operation. You know whether this condition fails, then this statement will be executed. Let's say my age is 16. Now if I run this program, you can see it says computer is fun, but we didn't got this message. And welcome to the computer science club. Don't forget to do this cool program. That's because here age is not greater than or equal to 18. Now let's say my age is 18, and if I run this program, you can see welcome to computer science club. Don't forget to do this cool program. And also let us say computer is fun, so it's going to be else here in other keyword else, then a pair of curly brackets or in other code block. So between this block whatever the statements that we write will be executed only if the expression evaluates to false. Now let's say 16, and now I am going to run this. Now you can see go home students, just because this expression is evaluated to false. That's why this else block or this statements inside this else block is executed, and in all the cases we have seen this programming is fun. Let's change this age to 25 and let's run this program. Here you can see welcome to the computer science club. Don't forget cool program and computer is fun. This time the expression evaluates to true and that's why the statement inside this block is executed. That's it, students. This is something about the conditional statements. Welcome to the next concept. Now it's time to explore the switch case statements in Java. So the switch case statement in Java is exactly similar to the if-else ladder statements. So here is the syntax switch, and as a parameter simply pass the variable you want to check within the switch statement. We write the various case statements such as these are the cases and this is the default case. So what do we mean by case, break and default keyword? This variable is a constant variable and it has some value. If that value of the variable is 1, then this statement will be executed, which means the value of the variable is equal to 1. So this statements or this code will be executed. Now if the value of this variable is equal to 2, then this code block will be executed, and at the end if the value of the variable do not match with this case, then the default statement will be executed. Now what about this break statement? So how can we compare the switch case statement with the if-else ladder? So here if the condition 1 is true, then execute the code here. Else if the condition 2 is true, then the code executes here. And finally we have the else part at the end. If you compare the switch case statement with this one, you will find this is the condition 1, this is the condition 2, and at the end I have the default clause. And now let us talk about this variable. So what are the possible data types that this variable could be? So this variable used in the switch case statement can be the integers, characters, byte or strings. So let us take an example of switch case statements. So here I have a character grade has a variable that stores the value of b. Now here let us write the switch case statement. So switch followed by the opening and closing bracket. Here we want to evaluate this grade variable. So inside this, let us pass the grade variable, and now inside the switch statement, let us write our first case. Execute this statement and print out this value excellent A grade. And now let's go for B. If the grade is B, then simply print out this statement. Now let us write two more cases. So here I have simply written the case C. You have passed grade C, and case F you have simply failed. And now at the end I will write the default case. If nothing works out, then simply print out invalid grade entered. Now we have to add break statement in each of the cases, and in the default statement we do not require any break statement. When the condition met, case B, and this statement will work due to the break statement. Rest of the break will be terminated. So here using break statement will terminate each case one by one. So now let us run our code. The output will be well done grade B. So dear students, in the next session we will be learning on linear searching techniques.